10.
Wait, Vrunda. Yeah, now it is live. Finally, it's on Bhakti Sangha page only, right? Yeah, correct. Yes, we are ready. Yeah, we can just go and start the class. I'll send the link in the group. So we have today our grace Kirtida Mataji. Mataji is going to tell us what is the character for today. That's also a surprise. You're gonna know what's the character.
Why is that a surprise?
Yeah, it's nice to be surprised.
No, Kirtida Sundari mataji is an adult teacher.
Yeah, yes.
But she came in the kids' classes.
Yeah, that's okay.
Wait, why is she not putting her video on?
She'll put Vrunda. You need to wait.
Why is there Mataji in this call?
Mataji.
No, somebody put her mother's name.
Oh.
Yes,
Mataji.
Ryan.
Are we having an activity today?
Yes, we are learning
bhajans.
bhajan.
Bhajans. I don't know who Amug is. Oh. Mommy, who is Amug?
Okay, kids, please put your name so that we know whom we are talking, okay? Don't put your parents' name. I see one adult's name is there. Kindly please put your child name so when the teacher is interacting, she knows with whom she is interacting.
Sure.
Okay. Happy Ekadasi, kids.
Happy Ekadashi. Kirtida Sundari mataji.
Mataji, over to you, Mataji. Thank you for spending some time with these little kids. Kids are about to join. They're joining. Yeah, take over, Mataji, please.
Okay, Mataji. Should I start, Mataji? Should I start, Mataji? Hare Krishna. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
We can hear you, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you so much.
Mataji, your voice seemed little low.
Is it with everyone?
Everyone feels the same?
Yeah, I feel kind of low.
Yeah, I'm in front of the computer still. I feel your voice is not as usual in the class, Mataji. It is little low, louder than this.
Hare Krishna. Now is it okay?
Yeah, Hare Krishna, kids, are you all able to hear Mataji clearly?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your association. So happy to be with all of you. So we will start our presentation with one of the famous character in Sri Mahabharata. But before that, we'll offer our invocation prayers and then we will move forward. Okay? Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena
Shri Namaha.
Shri Chaitanya
Nanya
Manishtam Stapitam
Namaha.
Rupa Kadhamaya
Mana
Ati Swaparante Namo Vishnavaya
Danya
Krishna
Jaya
Prasthaya
Utale Shrimade
Kurva
Bhaktivedanta Swami
Mamine
Namaste Saraswati
Saraswati Deve
Gauravani
Gauravani Charine
Vishesha
Devashesha Sunyavadi
Paschatya
Prasata Deshatarine
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Nityananda Shri
Shri
Advaita
Advaita Gadadhara
Shiva
Srivastava
Sari Go Bhaktavinda
Vrinda
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktāya Tadbhaktāya Namo Namaha Mukam Karoti Vācālam Pangum Yatkripahatam Ham Vande Shri Guru Dīnatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Krishna everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I have one request from every one of you, that because it's a Zoom session and if all of you will speak together, it will be very hard for all of us to understand. So whenever some question is asked, I'll request all of you to please use the feature of raise hand. It's there on the Zoom. And then you can unmute and I'll call out the name and then you can unmute and you can speak. Is it okay with all of you? Perfect. Okay, Palvit, you have any question before we start?
Mataji, I'm sorry I joined late actually.
Okay, no worries. We haven't started yet. We just offered our invocation prayers and now we will start, okay? So you are in time, don't worry. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen and we will move forward with our session today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, so screen is shared. So we will discuss about one of the famous character of Sri Mahabharata. That's the theme that is going on for this summer camp. That is, we will pick some characters from Mahabharata and try to understand about that character. So I want to all of you to please raise your hand, those who want to answer. Who was the central figure of Mahabharata? Yes, Shishir.
It is Yudhishthira Maharaj.
Yudhishthir Maharaj. Okay. Anybody else want to say?
Krishna.
Huh?
Krishna.
Yes, Krishna is always there. Without Krishna, nothing is possible. But you have already discussed about Krishna on the very first day of your summer camp.
Is it Bhima or Krishna?
Yeah, Bhima also you can say. But who is there? Who was there from the start till the end? Nandan Venu. Please you raised your hand.
Arjuna.
Arjuna, yes. Okay. Without Arjun, the war was difficult. Okay. Nidhi Naitik.
The Pandavas? Krishna.
Pandavas, Krishna. Okay. Who else want to go? Come on. Who was there from the very start before the Pandavas were born?
Pandu and Kunti.
Bhishma.
Bhishma.
Yes. Thank you.
Bhishma.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yes. So today we will be discussing about Bhishma, the central figure of Mahabharata. Okay, he was the elder Kuru. He was the son of he belongs to a Kuru dynasty. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So what we will, yeah, go ahead.
Can you disable chat? People are chatting.
Okay.
Yes, I will do that.
Yeah,
for
my
you
mom's
today.
doing it. My mom's doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So the central figure of Mahabharata, that is Bhishma Dev. This Bhishma Dev, who was the grandfather of the Kurus, he was a pure devotee, and as per Srimad Bhagavatam, he is considered to be one of the 12 Mahajans. Mahajans are the pure devotees of the Lord, who always carry out the orders of the Lord. They work as per the Lord. And therefore, our Acharyas, the Srila Prabhupada, he would say that Mahajena Gatasapanta, that we should always follow the route, the path that is being laid down by our Mahajans, by our Acharyas. And Bhishma was one of that Mahajan. So we will go back to the story of the father of Bhishma Dev, and then we will move forward. So there will be a lot of stories, but I'll keep it very short, not on an elaborate term, because it's very difficult to cover everything in 45 minutes. But be patient and keep listening. It's just the story time class. Okay. So what happened? There was a king named Shantanu. Shantanu Maharaj, he was very powerful king and he was very knowledgeable also. But at the same time,
Someone my name.
okay, I would like everybody to mute your things. If you have to say anything, you can raise your hand. Okay, thank you. So this Shantanu king, he was very powerful and he was very knowledgeable, very humble, and he was very charismatic also. He was the perfect king. So one day he was wandering along the banks of the river Ganga, and there he met the personified Ganga Devi. So Ganga, we all know, is in the form of a water, but still all these things that are used in Krishna's service, they have a personified person also. Like we have sun, so there is a sun god. Like we have a moon, there is a moon god. So we have Himalayas, there is a Himalaya god. And then we have rivers, so we have Ganga Devi, Yamuna Devi. So he met Ganga Devi there. And this Ganga Devi was very beautiful. She was adorned with the silk robes and she was as beautiful as a lotus flower. And seeing the beauty of Ganga Devi, Shantanu Maharaj felt so attracted to her that he proposed her that I want to marry you. And Ganga Devi, seeing the valor, seeing the charisma of Maharaj Shantanu, also agreed that, okay, I am ready to become your wife, but I have one condition. So what was the condition that Ganga Devi put? She said that hereafter, after marrying you, you will never interfere with any of my acts. Whether you agree to my actions or not, doesn't matter. But you will never ask me what I am doing, why I am doing the things that I am doing. So you will never ask me. And if you act in this way as per my conditions, then I will remain with you. Otherwise, the day you ask me any question about my actions, then I will immediately leave you. Maharaj Shantanu was totally immersed in the beauty of Ganga Devi that he didn't even pay attention to what Ganga Devi said. He understood the condition. It's not that he didn't understand the condition, but no cross questioning, nothing to ask. And he immediately gave a promise that, yes, I will never ask you anything hereafter. So Ganga Devi agreed. They both came back to Hastinapur. So Hastinapur is the place where Maharaj Shantanu used to rule. And they both got married on that very same day. So then what happened? Year passed after their marriage, and Shantanu was so much affected, so much attracted to Ganga Devi that for him it was just as if few days have passed. But then Ganga Devi gave birth to a son. The son was very effulgent, very, very effulgent. So Shantanu Maharaj also was very happy to have son, to have a child. He held the child in his arms and he was thinking, wow, this is the future king in my arm. This son will become he will hold my entire dynasty. He will take care and he will be the future king. But just then Ganga Devi asked for the child. And Maharaj Shantanu very lovingly gave the child to Ganga Devi. And you know what? Ganga Devi went near the banks of the river Ganga and she threw the baby in the flowing water of Ganges. Imagine, just now the child was born and Ganga Devi threw the child in the flowing water of Ganges. Shantanu Maharaj was horrified. He was devastated. And he thought, what? What Ganga did? Why she did? But then he remembered, oh no, I'm not supposed to ask any question. After all, if I ask any question from Ganga Devi, then as per her condition, she will leave me and I don't want to lose her. So he said, okay, he just kept quiet. He just kept quiet. He said, okay, whatever it is, whatever Ganga Devi is doing, it's okay. And then what happened? That for 7 years, 7 children were born. And each time Maharaj Shantanu will make plans. He will assume that, oh, this son is going to become the king. But each time Ganga Devi took the child to the river and cast him into the flowing water. Now, finally, what happened? After 8 years, the 8th child was born. And this time, as soon as Ganga Devi took the child and was about to throw in the flowing waters of river Ganga, Maharaj Shantanu couldn't restrain himself. And he said, stop. He started shouting. And he said, stop, oh cruel lady, oh cruel woman. Why are you killing our children? I know, I remember your condition that I'm not supposed to ask you anything, but I couldn't take it anymore. This time you have to answer. Why are you being so heartless? And for why you are doing all this? Why you are throwing our infant babies in the flowing water of Ganga? I cannot let you do for this 8th child. Ganga Devi stopped by the river bank and turned towards Maharaj Shantanu. And then she started narrating the history and, of course, the reason why she was throwing these children in the river Ganga. So now she is telling the history. So there is another story that came up. So she started narrating. She said that there were Vasus. There were 8 Vasus who were there in the celestial heavenly planet. And these Vasus, they were along with their wife and they came to a very beautiful ashram of sage Vashishta. Who Vashishta? Vashishta had a beautiful cow and his cow name was Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu is the cow where you ask anything from that cow and that cow will give. She was a wish-fulfilling cow. And it is believed that anyone who drinks the nectarian milk of that Kamadhenu cow would always remain young. And so the Vasus, they wanted this cow. And one of the Vasus, his name was Prabhas. He was instigated by his wife to steal this cow. And then Prabhas, he was moved by the feelings of his wife. And he said, yes, let's do it. And he was the one who stole the cow from the ashram of Vashishta Muni.
Me, Mataji.
Yes, go ahead. You want to say something? Hare Krishna. Okay, what I'll do is, okay. So, you know what happened then? This Prabhas, he said, okay, I will steal this cow. And then he stole the cow from the ashram of Vashishta Muni. All the other Vasus were also there. They helped him. They assisted him in this act of stealing. So Vashishta Muni, by his mystic potency, he found out who stole his cow. And then he cursed all these Vasus. All the Vasus were cursed to take birth as human on earth planet. Now, after knowing the curse, all the Vasus, in the mood of repentance, they bowed down to Vashishta Muni and they asked forgiveness at the feet of Muni. And they said, oh, please forgive us. We did it in ignorance. Please forgive us. We will return back your Kamadhenu cow. Here it is, but please free us from this curse. Then Vashishta Muni said, no, it's not possible. I cannot take my curse back. But yes, because you all are repenting. You all are feeling sorry for your acts. Therefore, I can reduce the effect if you want. And they all agreed to it. And then he said that 7 out of you 8, there were 8 Vasus. So he said 7 of you, those who assisted Prabhas, that 8th Vasu, yes, all of you will take birth. But very soon, in an infant stage only, you will come back to your original position. You all will die. You will have a very short life. But this 8th Vasu, who has actually did this act of stealing my cow, oh, I curse him to take this human form on earth, and you will have a very long life. So he said that. And all the 8 Vasus, they were also devastated because anyways, they have to take birth on the earth planet as human. So they all ran to river Ganga, Mother Ganga, and they said that we are being destined to be born as your children in the next yuga. So you are the one who is going to protect us. So please protect us. And as soon as we are born, just drown us in the river, and this way you can free us from the curse that has been given to us. So finally, Mother Ganga agreed. And then when Mother Ganga was married to Shantanu, all these 7 children were the 7 Vasus who actually helped this 8th Vasu Prabhas in stealing the cow of Vashishta Muni. And thus they were cursed. So she drowned each and every one of them into the flowing waters of river Ganga. But this 8th Vasu is Prabhas, is the 8th child to which Shantanu Maharaj said that I will not let you do this, Ganga. You cannot do this heartless job, this cruel job. So she said that this is the 8th child whom you stopped, O Maharaj Shantanu. This is the Vasu known as Prabhas. Then she said, O king, now you take this child and raise him as your son, as your future king. He will undoubtedly bring glory to your dynasty. But as per the condition that I made before, now is the time for me to leave you forever. I cannot stay with you because this was the agreement done between both of us. Understanding the situation and realizing that everything is actually ordained, orchestrated by Lord Krishna, Shantanu Maharaj tried. He tried his best to change the mind of Ganga, but Ganga Devi said, no, not at all. I cannot stay back. Then the king said, okay, then you please take this child, take this baby to your celestial regions. And then when the child becomes a little grown up, then you can come back and you can return back to me. Ganga Devi agreed. She held the child close to her heart and then she vanished into the river. Then years later, one day, Mother Ganga Devi suddenly appeared in front of Maharaj Shantanu. And then she said, Oh Shantanu, here is your child. Now your child has grown up and his name is Devavrata. O great king, take him now. He is yours. I have trained him very carefully. He has been personally instructed by the rishis like Vashishta Muni, Parashar Muni, and he has become expert. He has become proficient in all the aspects of Vedic knowledge. And now he is expert in even arms and warfares. So here is your child. Here is your 8th child. That is Devavrata. So his name was Devavrata. This Devavrata was later known as Bhishma. We'll come to that also. So then after giving this boy to Maharaj Shantanu, Ganga Devi, she vanished, she disappeared. Now this Devavrata is actually the hero of our discussion today. So after Ganga Devi she left Maharaj Shantanu, one day Maharaj Shantanu was going for hunting. And then he saw a very beautiful girl. There was so much fragrance emanating from that beautiful girl. And then Maharaj Shantanu, seeing the beauty of that girl, requested her to marry him. The girl said, well, I just cannot agree to it. But if you want to marry me, you have to ask my father. He said, where is your father? Then she told, my father is a fisherman, and I am a daughter of a fisherman, and my name is Satyavati. So immediately Maharaj Shantanu, because he was so much in love, just by seeing, it was the love at first sight. So just by seeing Satyavati, he fell in love with Satyavati. So he immediately went to the father of Satyavati, who was a fisherman, and he said, I want to marry your daughter. Can I marry? Then Maharaj Shantanu, as he proposed, the fisherman said, of course, it's a fortune for me, because you are such a valiant and a reputed king, and you are very, very famous. Of course, I have no problem in giving my daughter in marriage to you. But the only problem that I have is that you already have a son whose name is Devavrata. And if you would marry my daughter, then the son that will be born out of you and my daughter will never become a king, because you already have an elder son, and Devavrata will become the king. So I can only give you marriage. I can only give my daughter in marriage to you on one condition. If the son born out of you and my daughter Satyavati becomes the king. And Deva and Maharaj said, oh, that's not possible. So he was very, very upset, very, very depressed. And he climbed his horse and he came back to Hastinapur. He said, no, that's not possible. Devavrata is going to be the next future king. I cannot promise. And therefore, I will not marry Satyavati. Then this Shantanu Maharaj, he went back to his kingdom, but he was totally dejected. He was very depressed. As he entered the kingdom, Devavrata saw that my father is very depressed today. Don't know what has happened. So he approached his father and he said, oh Maharaj Shantanu, oh father, please tell me what has happened. And then Shantanu Maharaj, he narrated the entire story. And hearing the story, Devavrat said, oh, that's it? That's the only reason by which you are so unhappy? Don't worry, I will take care of this. And then Devavrata, immediately he went to meet that fisherman. And he said, I promise you, why aren't you giving your daughter in marriage to my son? Then he said, I promise you, your only thing is that the son born out of your daughter and Maharaj Shantanu should be the next king. I assure you that he will be the next king. And I'll happily step back and let him be the king. So don't worry. But the fisherman was really smart. He said, what? How can you give this promise? Okay, I can still be assured that you will not become a king. But what if your son wants to become a king? Because ultimately you will marry very soon and your son will be the eldest one. So how it's possible? No, I'm still not happy. I'm still not assured. Then Devavrata said, okay, if this is your problem, that my son may argue to become a king, then from here today, he said, touching the holy waters of river Ganga, who is my mother, I take this vow in front of all of you that I, who is Devavrata, will never marry. And I promise to have a lifelong celibacy. And as soon as he took this oath, there were thunders. There were thunders all over. The Devatas were showering flowers because this oath is not easy, especially for a Kshatriya. Kshatriya, the kings those days, used to marry, they used to have so many wives. Lord Ramachandra, he had one wife, and that was also shocking for everybody, because They used to have many wives. So therefore, having this lifelong celibacy, not marrying for the whole life, and that too when he knows that he's going to have a very long life as per the curse of Vashishta Muni. So this vow was a terrible vow. It was terrific. It was inconceivable oath that Devavrat had taken. And therefore all the Devatas, they all shouted, Bhishma, Bhishma. Bhishma means terrific, which is inconceivable. So because of this vow, this Bhishma was known as, this Devavrat was known as Bhishma Dev from that day onwards because of taking this vow of celibacy. So finally, Maharaj Shantanu was married to Satyavati. So I will show you a chart so you can understand the entire dynasty of Kuru, of this Shantanu. I'll just enlarge and show you. So see, this is Maharaj Shantanu. He got married to Ganga, and through Ganga he got 8th son Devavrata, who was known as Bhishma after the oath that he took. Then this Maharaj Shantanu later got attracted to Satyavati. So when he got married to Satyavati, then through Satyavati, Maharaj Shantanu got 2 sons, Vichitravirya and Chitrangda. Okay. So Chitrangda, he died before marriage only. So he was not even married when he died. Now Vichitravirya, he had no child and he also left his body. So actually Vichitravirya was there. Okay, Chitrangda died before marriage, but then Vichitravirya was there. So this Satyavati, he told Bhishma Dev that you should go and get Vichitravirya married soon. So this Bhishma, then he went to Kashiraj. And through Kashiraj was doing the Swayamvar ceremony for his 3 daughters. And the 3 daughters are Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika. So Bhishma Dev, on his valor, on his strength, he kidnapped all the 3 girls and he brought them back to Hastinapur. So the 3 girls, out of those 3 girls, I have mentioned just the 2 girls, Ambika and Ambalika. So they both got married to Vichitravirya. Okay, Ambika and Ambalika got married to Vichitravirya. Now the elder one, Amba, she actually said to Bhishma Dev that I have already given my heart to King Shalva. So I cannot marry Vichitravirya. Then Bhishma, in a very honorable way, sent Amba to Shalva. But Shalva, he said, no, I cannot accept you because Bhishma Dev has kidnapped you. On those days, there was a big fight that happened and Shalva lost that fight. So he said, I cannot accept you. Now Bhishma only should accept you as his wife. So Amba came back to Hastinapur and said to Bhishma Dev that no, now Shalva is not accepting me and I cannot marry Vichitravirya. Now it's only you who is going to accept me. Bhishma said, well, that's not possible because I have taken a vow of celibacy for my whole life. Then Amba was totally dejected. She went to Bhishma's spiritual master, whose name was Parashar Muni, but there was no help that was extended out by Parashar Muni. So she,
Mataji,
yes, go ahead. Okay. So then she prayed to Lord Shiva, and then she got a boon that from Lord Shiva.
isn't Bhishma Dev's spiritual master Parashuram?
Yes, Parashuram. Bhishma Dev learned that arts and archery from Parashuram. So she went, but there was no much help extended. So then she went and she did tapasya, she did austerities and penance to please Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva gave her the boon that next life you will be born as eunuch, and then you will be the cause of Bhishma's death. So that closed the chapter of Amba. But Ambika and Ambalika, Shishir. Yes, Shishir, go ahead.
Ma'am, what is a eunuch?
Eunuch means inak. Eunuch means like neither, like he was born, that Amba was born as Shikhandi. So Shikhandi, in appearance, he was a man. He was a man, and
Mataji?
but still he had the feeling of a woman. Okay. So because in the previous life that Shikhandi was Amba, so Amba came as this Shikhandi, as the son of Drupad.
Mataji?
Yeah, go ahead. Spuriti, go ahead.
So, Shikandi is basically Draupadi's sister,
Brother.
brother.
Because he was born as a male, but his feelings and emotions were that of a female.
Mataji, so in the next part, why does Shikandi kill Bhishma?
Yeah, we'll come to that.
Bhishma.
We'll come to that, okay?
Okay.
We'll come to it. Thank you.
Yeah. Hare
So-
Krishna, Shan Patel, you are keeping unmuting
Yeah, you
yourself.
don't pass
I'm going to
forward
put you in
the-
the waiting room if it repeats. Okay? Don't unmute yourself if you don't want to talk anything.
Okay, so then what happened? So this chapter was closed. Amba was blessed by Lord Shiva that you will be the cause of Bhishma's death. So she went, and then this Ambika and Ambalika, they got married to Vichitravirya. But again, by the will of the providence, Vichitravirya also died without giving any child to Ambika or Ambalika. So the entire dynasty, everybody in the kingdom was so devastated because there was no son born. Now who will rule the king? Maharaj Shantanu has left. Bhishma has taken this vow of celibacy. He cannot become the king. Then Vichitravirya and Chitrangda died, and they also didn't have son. Now what to do? Then Satyavati, she told Bhishma that before I got married to your father Shantanu, actually I met sage Parashar. Okay. Now Parashar Muni was also actually Satyavati's job before marriage. What she used to do, she used to help people cross the river because she was the daughter of fishermen. So in the boat, she used to take people and they will cross from one shore to another shore. So one day Parashar Muni came, and then this Parashar Muni was in the boat with Satyavati. Parashar Muni then saw Satyavati because he was the sage who know the past, present, and future. So he told Satyavati that I want to bless you with a child. And Satyavati said, no, that's not possible. How can? I'm not married. How will I take care of the child? This entire world will spit on me. Then Parashar Muni said, don't worry. I'll bless you with a child, but still you will be very pure at heart. You will be very pure. Nobody will say anything to you. And trust me, this son is going to help you in the future, because Parashar Muni could see in the future what's going to happen. So with his mystic powers, with his blessings, he blessed Satyavati to have a son, and that son was known as Vedvyas, Vyasadev, who is the author of Srimad Bhagavatam. And he is the compiler of all the Vedas. So Vyasadeva was born. So Satyavati then told Bhishma, now the only solution is to go and bring my son Vyasadeva. So Bhishma, he went to Vedvyas and he said, your mom is calling you and now we need your help. So Satyavati told Vedvyas to bless Ambika and Ambalika to have a child. Vedvyas, he was doing austerities. So naturally his appearance was not good. He was in saffron and he was having that long beard, and he was not having a very beautiful charisma at that time. So this Vedvyas, he went to Ambika's room, and as soon as Ambika saw Vedvyas, she immediately closed her eyes. Vedvyas blessed Vyasadev, he blessed Ambika to have a son, but because Ambika closed her eyes on seeing Vyasadev, her son born will be blind. So she gave birth to Dhritarashtra, who was blind from birth. Then he went to Ambalika's room, and Ambalika, as soon as she saw Vyasadev, she got totally pale. So she was also shivering. She was sweating like anything. But this Vedvyas, Vyasadev, he basically blessed Ambalika, and he said, you will also be blessed to have a son, but that son will be short-lived and he will be pale in color. So then Maharaj Pandu was born. So this Vyasadev, he came back to his mother Satyavati and explained everything, that how two sons will be born, but one will be blind and another one will be short-lived, will have a very short span of life. So now Satyavati said, oh, Vyasadev, you have to help me. Somehow or other, you should go again to Ambika, because a blind son cannot rule the kingdom. He cannot become a king. And Pandu, as you said, another son will be short-lived. So again, it will be very difficult for us. So why don't you go again back to Ambika and bless her to get another child? Vyasadeva agreed. But Ambika, she thought, no, it's not possible. I don't want any other child. So what she did, she made her maid servant, whose name was Parishrami. She was Ambika, she made Parishrami sit in that room. And as soon as Vyasadev entered that room, this Parishrami welcomed Vyasadev very nicely. And because Vyasadev was very happy the way she received him, he blessed him to have a very wonderful child who will be fitted for everything. And his name was Vidura. But Vidura, being the son of a maidservant, can also not rule the kingdom. So finally, it has to come to Dhritarashtra and Pandu only. So Dhritarashtra, being blind, was not allowed to rule the kingdom and become the king. But Pandu Maharaj, he was ruling the kingdom. Though he was a younger child, but still he ruled the kingdom. So Pandu married two wives, Kunti Devi and Madri Devi, and because of both of them, he got 5 sons, which are known as Pandavas. Here Dhritarashtra got married to Gandhari, and through Gandhari, he got 100 sons, they are known as Kauravas, and one daughter that is known as Dushala. And Dhritarashtra then also, he had a relationship with one of his maidservant who was known as Sukhada, and through Sukhada, Dhritarashtra got a son named as Yuyutsu. Yes, Puriti, you raised your hand.
Mataji, so didn't Kunti Maharani get like a boon that
Yes.
from all 5
Yes.
she
Yes.
gets like sons, Mataji?
Yes. You are
And
right.
she only got 3 sons.
Yeah, and
Which
2
is
were from Madri. Yes, you are right.
Arjuna, Bhima, and Yudhishthir. And then Pandu married Madhuri, and Kunti was so soft-hearted that she gave 2 sons to Madhuri. And when she gave the mantras, and Madhuri got 2 sons, which is Nakula and Sahadev. And so Kunti Maharani actually only had 3 sons.
Yes, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll stop you here. I'm sorry, because we are already reaching over time. So yes, already whatever you are saying is right. I don't want to go into that story because I know the topic of Kunti Maharani was already covered in this class. So I don't want to go into that. But as you said is right, that how Kunti got 3 sons and then she gave the mantra to Madri, and Madri also got 2 sons, that is Nakul and Sadev from Ashwini Kumaras. Okay, yes, you are right. So Dhritarashtra got 100 sons and they were Kauravas, Now Pandu, who got 5 sons, and they were known as Pandavas. So this is the entire chart that I want to show you all, so you can remember the names, because it's very difficult to remember the names in Mahabharata. But then what happened, again, as per the will of the providence, there was a big animosity that developed between the Pandavas and Kauravas. I know, Kabir, you are raising your hand, but just give me a minute. I want to finish this, then I'll come back to you. So we have now the animosity that grew between these Kauravas and the Pandavas. And Kauravas, the eldest Kaurava was Duryodhan. He didn't want that the sons of Pandu should get any piece of land. And therefore, by the will of the providence, again, it's a history. I want to skip everything. How he literally cheated these Pandavas. But finally, again, as per the will of Krishna, there was a war that was destined between the Pandavas and the Kauravas, which is known as Mahabharata. So when the war was there, then Bhishma was on the side of the Kauravas. And Bhishma, he was destroying the Pandavas' army back and forth, left, right, and center. He was killing all the army of the Pandavas. And Krishna, he was the Parthasarthi, he was the charioteer of Arjuna. But Krishna, he had also a vow that I will not pick up any weapon in the entire battlefield. I'll just be a charioteer, help Arjun, but I will not pick up any weapon in the entire war. So one day when Bhishma Dev was fighting, he was fighting but not with full valor. And at that time, the Duryodhan, he came to Bhishma's tent and he said, I know that you have so much compassion for the Pandavas, and I know that you will never kill them. But if this is going to happen, then we will lose. We will lose the battle very soon. So he basically instigated Bhishma to pick up his valor and fight with his full strength. And Bhishma, then he said, okay, this time I'm going to help you because of being my duty. I will help you, and tomorrow I will kill all the soldiers. I will practically destroy more than half of the army of the Pandavas. And the only way they can be saved is by Krishna. But Krishna, he took the vow that he will not pick up weapon. So next day, Bhishma was fighting. Terrible vow he was fighting. And Arjun was totally perplexed, was bewildered. How to counter the arrows of Bhishma. So at that time, Krishna, he was so affected that he took the wheel of the chariot and he ran towards Bhishma Dev. And Bhishma Dev, he immediately left his arrows, all his weapons, and he said, hey Keshav, this is the form of you that I want to see. I'm happy that I was able to break your promise. You promised that you will not pick up any weapon. And here you are, to protect your devotee. You are holding up the chariot wheel. And from that day, Krishna's name also, Krishna got a new name, and that is Rathangapani. So we know that with all the activities Krishna has named, when he lifted Govardhan, he was known as Giridhari or Govardhandhari. He is the son of Mother Yashoda. He is known as Yashodanandan. Indra, he gave him the name as Govinda. So this way, Krishna, he killed Keshi demon. He was known as Keshava. He killed so many demons, and with everything he got a name. So now, because Krishna, he ran towards Bhishma to kill Bhishma, and he picked up this chariot, he was given the name as Rathangapani. So anyways, there was a big battle that happened. And finally, Arjun, you can see Arjun, he's holding on to Krishna's lotus feet, that don't do it, please, I will take care. And then finally, Krishna let go this chariot wheel. But then Krishna, one night in the battlefield, was discussing with the Pandavas, and he said, it's very difficult. It's practically impossible to kill Bhishma. But the only solution is that you all Pandavas go to the tent camp of Bhishma and ask him. You only tell him ask him that how you will be defeated. So Bhishma, he immediately understood what Krishna's plan was. So he said it was the 9th day, because the entire battle, it happened for 18 days. So just on the 9th day, the 9th night, what happened? All the Pandavas, they went to the camp of Bhishma Dev and they said, no, see, it's very difficult to win the battle. So now you only have to tell the way by which we can win this battle. Please tell us in detail how it is possible. Then Bhishma said, I know it's very difficult. Nobody can withstand me. And the only way by which you can kill me is when I lower down my weapons. But that's not possible, because it's a war and I will not lower down my weapons. But then he gave the clue. He said, actually, I have a vow which I'm never going to break. And Bhishma said, my vow is that I will not raise weapons against those who are weaponless, against those who flies away with fear, on those who surrender unto me. I will not fight with any woman in the battlefield. So Bhishma, then he told Yudhishthir Maharaj that I know Krishna has sent you here. So you all have a woman in your army, and that is Shikhandi. So if he comes and he shoots an arrow, then I will not shoot back on him. I will be weaponless, and then you all can kill me. If Shikhandi faces me, I will not fight. So next day, on the 10th day of the battlefield, then standing between Bhishma and Arjun, Shikhandi came and he shot 3 arrows at Bhishma Dev. Bhishma Dev, naturally, because seeing a woman, because Bhishma Dev know that Shikhandi is actually Amba only. So he just dropped down all his weapons, and finally Arjun shot one arrow after another, and finally our Bhishma Dev was on the battlefield on the bed of arrows. So we see that how he was on the bed of arrows. And then this was the 10th day. But soon after 18 days, the entire battlefield was over. Yudhishthir Maharaj was enthroned as the king of Hastinapur. He was the emperor. And our Krishna, after the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when all the sons of Dhritarashtra were dead, then Krishna also thought, now this is the time I should go back to Hastinapur. But before going to Hastinapur, he wants to see Bhishma Dev, who was there on the bed of arrows, but has not left his body. He was still alive because he was given a boon from his father of that he could die at his own will. So this was the boon that was given to Bhishma Dev. And Bhishma Dev doesn't want to die before seeing Yudhishthir Maharaj as the emperor. So finally, when he became the emperor, then Krishna himself personally took all the Pandavas along with so many sages, and they went to see Bhishma Dev. And Bhishma Dev was lying on the bed of arrows, and but still he was very happy. He was very ecstatic, though he was suffering from the pain, but still he was very, very happy seeing Yudhishthir Maharaj being the king. Then Krishna told Yudhishthir Maharaj, now here is the time you take instructions. So Bhishma Dev then gave instructions to Yudhishthir Maharaj. He gave instructions on how one should be. He instructed him all the Dharma Shastras, what is the duty of a king, what is the duty of a woman, devotees. very extensively, he gave these entire instructions. He gave how one should perform one occupational duties. So after that, when he was giving these beautiful instructions, then he said, now is the time. Now is the time that I have to leave, because the sun has entered into the northern hemisphere, and that is known as Uttarayana. So he said, now this is a very auspicious time when the sun enters into Uttarayana, and I want to leave this body at that moment. So then he meditated in Lord Shri Krishna's lotus feet. He saw Krishna in front of him. In front of him, you can see that how Bhishma Dev is seeing Krishna. He's seeing Krishna in front of him, and he said, now let me meditate on your lotus feet. Let me do my smaran. Let me remember. And thus, as remembering Krishna, he at once left his body. So Bhishma Dev, when he left his body, everybody in the heavenly planets, they all became jubilant. They started showering flowers on Bhishma Dev.
Mataji, what does jubilant mean?
Jubilant means they become very happy that how Bhishma, he led his life with pure dharmic principles. And he said, and everybody was so happy. That is the meaning of jubilant. And they all threw flowers from the sky. So this was the entire pastime of Bhishma Dev. So I see Kabir has raised his hand. Okay, Kabir, go ahead. You want to ask
Hare
something?
Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
As
Krishna.
well, I have one question.
Mhm.
Like the Kandavas and the Pandavas, like Pandavas have like 5, right?
Yes.
And the Kandavas have 100. How come they can fight? With only if it's only 5. It's 5. Like they won't survive with only 5, right?
Yeah, they were 5 and Kauravas were 100.
But how come they had a lot?
How come they have?
Like how come they done a war?
They won
If
the
they only
war
have 5.
because they have Krishna with them.
Yeah, they have Krishna there. Krishna was
That-
instructing
When
them what
Krishna
to
is
do,
with them,
how
so
to do.
definitely there is no way that they can lose the battle.
There is also
Like-
more kings
Like
that
because of like in the story, there's like a lot of people fighting.
Yeah, because they were a lot of armies that were there. It was not a fight. Actually, it was a fight between 100 versus 5 only. But there were many supporters who supported Pandavas, who supported Kauravas. So they were on their side.
Oh,
Okay. So that's why this entire war is known as Mahabharat.
Actually, wasn't it before the 10 days? Wasn't it 101 people counting Bhishma?
No, Bhishma was on the side of Kauravas, so he was fighting with them.
No, I'm saying like they used to have like 100 and then like Bhishma doing the. Wouldn't it be 101 people?
It's
fighting?
more than 101. There were so many people who assisted Kauravas. In fact, Krishna gave his entire Narayani Sena, the entire army, to Kauravas to fight. So numbering doesn't, there is no numbering as such, because it was a terrible war, terrible. So many people participated. Practically the entire world participated. Some were on the side of the Kauravas and some were on the side of the Pandavas. Okay.
Yes.
Palvit, you have to say something?
I was saying about the chart. Can you take a picture of it and send it in the group?
Yeah, I will send you the entire PPT. Okay. Okay, so now we have activity time. We have only 4 minutes left, but we will see how much we can go. So today's activity time is to memorize, just like Bhishma Dev. And 1 minute, okay, just little bit. I want your little patience. So just like Bhishma Dev, when he was leaving his body, what he was doing? He was remembering Krishna. He was remembering Krishna. So we have to remember Krishna Not only at the time of death, but every day, at every moment, we should chant Krishna's name. So one way of chanting is to chant Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You can chant anytime. This chanting can go on, but at the same time, you can call out Krishna's names also, like Govinda, Madhava, Damodar. You can chant his names, and anytime you can chant your Krishna's names. That names of Krishna should be there. So therefore, today's activity will be that we will learn few names of Krishna and we will try to chant Krishna's names. And these names, I will just tell you the 3 stanzas. This is from the song of Bilva Mangal Thakur. So he wrote the song Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. It is by Bilva Mangal Thakur, and it has 71 verses, okay? All glorification of Krishna. That how every devotee of Krishna was simply calling Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. So therefore, we will take only three stanzas, and we will try to memorize it. Okay, so you all can memorize, and that way, when it is memorized, when you have memorized it, it's so easy that you can call out Krishna's name even while you are playing, even while you are just sitting, you are doing something, but you can call out Krishna's name. You can memorize these 3.
Mataji, I have work to do, so I'm going to leave this meeting.
Okay, no worries. You can leave and you can catch up with the recording if you want. Okay, if you want to memorize, you can catch up with the recording. Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind association. So this is the 3 verses. This is 1 verse, and I will sing and then you can just try. You can all be on mute and you can chant on your own. जीवे सदैवा भज सुन्दराणि नामानि कृष्णस्य मनोहराणि समस्तभक्तार्तिविनाशनानि गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. So what does it mean? This Bilva Mangal Thakur, who wrote this song, he's telling, Jive, he's telling his tongue that you always chant Krishna's beautiful names. Sadaiva, Jihve Sadaiva Bhaja, that O tongue, keep on chanting Krishna's name. Those names which are very beautiful, they are enchanting. And those names of Krishna are very enchanting, as well as they are samasta bhaktarthi vinashanani. Arthi means distress. They destroy all the obstacles. Vinash means to destroy. They destroy all the obstacles, all the sufferings that is there in devotee's life. So, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Keep on chanting these names of Krishna. So, we'll sing one more time. Jihive Sadaiva Bhaja Sundarani Namani Krishnasya Manoharani Samasta Bhaktarti Vinashanani Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. There is another verse. This verse is like we said in the class, in the session also, that how Krishna is known as Rathangapane, that Krishna's name is one who is holding that chariot wheel. So here he's saying, Govinda, Govinda, Hare Murare. It's all the names of Krishna. Govinda, Govinda, Mukunda, Krishna. Govinda, Govinda, Rathangapane. Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. And last verse for today, it's 3 verses only, can memorize it. Again, he's telling his tongue that you please chant these names of Krishna. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva जिह्वे पिबस्वामृतमेतदेव गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. So we all can memorize. Anybody wants to chant any of the verses? They can please go ahead. You can raise your hand. If anybody wants to chant. Yes, Purati, go ahead. Which one you want? First one?
The second one, Mataji.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Sorry. 1 minute. Okay, go ahead.
Govinda Govinda Hare Murari Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna Govinda Govinda Ratangapani Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Anyone else? Okay, we have
Mataji, can I
Balavrinda.
do it? Okay.
Yeah, Balavrinda. Which one you want?
Okay, second.
Second, okay.
Okay. Govinda Govinda Hare Murari Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna Govinda Govinda Ratangavane Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, Shishi, you also want to recite?
Yes, ma'am. The second one.
Okay, go ahead. It's open.
Govinda Govinda Hare Murare Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna Govinda Govinda Ratanga Pane Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Yes, Palvit, go ahead. Which one you want?
The second one.
Everybody wants to decide second one only. Okay, go ahead.
Govinda Govinda Hare Murare Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna Govinda Govinda Ratangapane Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Palvit. Yes, Samskriti. Which one you want?
I'll do the first one, Mataji.
Very nice. Finally, somebody is there. Okay, go ahead.
Kirtida Sundari mataji Namani Krishnasya Manoharani Samasta Bhaktarti Vinasayani Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Very nice. Very nice. You all are so wonderful kids. Adya, go ahead. Which one you want?
The first one.
Okay.
जिह्वे सदैव भज सुन्दराणि नमानि कृष्णस्य मनोहराणि समस्तभक्तार्तिविनाशनानि गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति.
Excellent. Thank you. Yes, Surat.
I'll do the third one, Mataji.
Excellent. Wait, I'll open it for you. Go ahead, beta.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Jive Pipa Swartaritam Etadeva Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Very nice. So it is Jihive Pibaswamritameta Govinda Damodare Madhaveti. You want to try again the third line?
Yes, Master.
Go ahead.
Jive Pipa Shri Krishna.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare.
Jive Pipa Swaritam स्वामृतम् एतदेव गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति.
Nice, very nice. Thank you. Yes, Nidhi, Naitik.
Can I do the second one?
Okay. Go ahead, beta. Go ahead.
Govinda, 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 Hare Murare, Govinda, Govinda, Mukunda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Ratha,
Go ahead.
Rasangapane, Govinda, Damodara, Madhaveti.
Very nice. Thank you. Yes, Kabir.
I want to do second.
Okay, go ahead.
Govinda, Govinda, Hare Murare, Govinda, Govinda, Mukande Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Ratyangapane, Govinda, Damrora, Matavante.
Madhaveti. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Kabir. Yes, Advaik. Advik. Go ahead.
Govinda, Govinda, Hare Murare, Govinda, Govinda, Mukunda Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Ratangapani, Govinda, Damodara, Madhavati.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes, Jay. Go ahead.
Second one, Govinda, Govinda, Hari Murani, Govinda, Govinda, Mukunda Krishna, Govinda, Govinda,
Rathangapane.
Atagapani, O holder of the chariot wheel, O
Yes.
Govinda, Dharamana, Madhava.
Very nice. Yes, Advay. Go ahead. Which one you want?
Govinda, Govinda, Hari Murari, Govinda, Govinda, Mukulan Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Hari Rathanga Pani, Govinda, Damod, Madhvena.
Madhaveti. Very nice. Thank you. Yes, Puriti. Go ahead.
Mataji, can I do the third one, Mataji?
Okay, very nice. Go ahead, beta.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Jive Bibaswa Bibasritam
Yes. Jive pibasvamritameta
Jiva
Pibas. Say beta.
Jive Bibasram Samritam Etadeva Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Excellent. Kushal, last we'll go. Kushal, go ahead.
Second.
Okay, second. Go ahead, beta.
Govinda Govinda Hare Murare Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna Govinda Govinda Radhapani Govinda Damodara Madhavati.
Madhaveti. Excellent. Excellent, all of you. Okay, Balavrinda has also raised
Yeah,
her.
I want to go third one, Mataji.
Okay. Go ahead. Last for today.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nada Narayana Vasudeva Jiva Bibaswamritam Itadeva Govinda Damodara Madhavedi. Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice, Balavrinda. Thank you. So you guys are excellent, excellent devotees of Lord Krishna. You're so wonderful devotees. So thank you all so much. I will share this PPT with all of you in the group. And I want all of you, if you can memorize these 3 verses and if you can share it on the group, that will be excellent.
Yeah,
So
please send your
memorize means-
videos. We'll be uploading them onto our YouTube channel. So
Okay.
please send it, okay?
Send it, okay? And make sure you memorize them and make sure you always sing every day. Such a beautiful, it has 71 verses. We just did 3, and it is a beautiful composition. So please try to memorize at least these 3 ones, okay? So thank you all so much. We will stop here. Vinita Mataji, over to you. Thank you.
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much
Yeah.
for the beautiful
Can I say
pastimes and also the bhajan, Mataji.
Can I say
Please share the complete bhajan also, Mataji.
Wait, can I
if
say something,
some
Mom?
kids wanted to learn more than 3 verses, they
Sure.
can learn.
Can I
Sure.
say something, Mom?
Yeah.
Mataji, I really like the class, and I also like the is it like a bhajan? It's like a bhajan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I like the bhajan, and then I like the second verse the most because like it's so easy, and most of all the verse is like Govinda. Govinda. The only hard word is Ratanga. That's
But it's so easy. No, it's so easy. And
It
such a
was kind of
beautiful
easy.
name. Such a beautiful name that Krishna got, Rathangapane.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you everyone, kids, for joining us. We'll please
So let's pay
wait for the next
obeisances.
class.
Let's pay obeisances to
Yes,
all
Mataji, we
the
will do
wonderful
that
kids.
every day.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Sarvabhyasya kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam
Vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Anantakoti Vaishnavindiki.
Ki jai.
Hari Bol. Gaurav
Hare
Bol.
Krishna.
Mataji ki
Thank you.
jai.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Academy
Hare
ki
Krishna
jai.
Mataji.
Bye bye.
Okay.